doing tonight? Oh man, we could do better than that. I know it's hard to have a good time these days, but do me a favor. If you are existing, can you howl with me? Ready in the count of three? 1, 2, 3. Ah! Much better. I would say normally that we are a pack of motherfucking wolves, but I have to say we're more like a pack of stray dogs these days, right? Any full breeds in the house? Kurt, are you a full breed? Kind of give me poodle vibes. You're like Jack Russell Terrier. Yeah. I mean, I'm a mutt, 100% through and through. I'm like one of those terriers. I'm one of those terriers like Toto. I'm kind of like one of those terriers like Toto, where you don't know where the fuck I am, but you can take him to the groomers. You can ask him to shave him like a schnauzer, and he class it up a little bit, right? Looks cute as shit, but turns out not a schnauzer, okay? It's a fake. Loyal, bite your head off, nonetheless. Oh, okay, describe me. Oh. So describe me, describe looks on others, describe me. Okay, describe me. Like a dog, blah, blah, blah. I'm a mutt through and through. And really, like, I am culturally ambiguous. If you look at me, anybody got a best guess as to what I could be? Anything? Yeah, right? I mean, you see me and you think you have an idea, and then you hear my voice and you're just like, oh, something doesn't make sense. Something doesn't align here. Like, first of all, she sounds like Mickey Mouse if you grabbed his testicles. Right? Oh, your hands are cold. Oh, those are my balls. Second of all, she sounds very educated, I would say, more or less, right? Saying things like more or less. Cacophony of sounds. Like, what the fuck? Who says that kind of shit? This lady. But then you get the last name. You're like, oh, but her name is Jennifer Lopez. She's like that Puerto Rican broad. Like, yeah, I'm like the Puerto Rican broad, but I'm not the Puerto Rican broad, okay? She diddled the diddler. I want nothing to do with that. So let's break that association with me and J-Lo, okay? Because from the day she became J-Lo, we became J-Lo, right? And I'm talking about all the Jennifer Lopez out in the world. Like, we have been tethered to this bitch like in that movie Us. Shit happens to her, shit happens to us. Ugh. And I am done having that connection with her. Peace out, J-Lo. But back the fuck up. But yeah, she's Puerto Rican, right? And I'll tell you, and I'll give it away for you, right? So my dad was born in Mexico, but he's a fucking mutt himself. He's native, French, Spanish, Mexican, okay? And my mom's from El Salvador, which, yes, they're completely different places, which are completely different people. So let's say Mexican to Puerto Ricans, okay? I think of it as like Seattle whites who drink coffee, do yoga, compared to like Yinzers, right? Like, you have the same privileges. From the outside, things might look the same, but you're made up of different stuff, okay? So like Puerto Ricans, they're bomb diggity at making playlists. Oh no, we're gonna switch around. See, Mexicans, they're known for building pyramids, okay? Puerto Ricans are known for building bomb-ass playlists, right? You could dance to that kind of shit all day. Reggaeton, 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 reggaeton. While in Mexico, they're dancing more like, I'm not gonna drop my cup. Why do I keep saying it? Like, I'm not gonna take it. I don't want to say like, right? Like, it's a little bit more control, whereas reggaeton is like boom, 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 reggaeton, 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 dum, dum. Okay, reggaeton. And then Mexican El Salvador. And then there's Mexico and El Salvador. Very similar. Like, I would say you can describe them both like coffee, right? El Salvador is like a nice quick espresso, get you energized, get you humped up, get you ready for the day. Whereas Mexicans are like a cafe au lait, okay? It's bold, it's creamy, it's full of character and life, but it's also something that's just something you sip throughout the day, okay? You try and take it easy. And even growing up, like, I don't even know where I fucking fit in, right? Like, yeah, like I said earlier, you look at me, you're like, I don't know what the fuck she is. My words, my mouth, the way I behave is more, I've definitely hung out the first 18 years of my life. I was in South Central Los Angeles, so brown people all around, okay? I was a hood rat hoochie mama. Then I spent the last 18 years of my life almost predominantly with white people. Hence the way I talk, hence my voice, right? Nothing I can escape. Growing up in a home where English was your second language, actually was my third language, right? When I grew up, my preschool was Korean. So I learned Korean, I learned how to write my name Korean, don't know shit of that now. In my house, we spoke Spanish-ish, right? My parents were immigrants, so they wanted us to assimilate. So they actually wanted us to speak more English than Spanish. But it bit them in the ass because afterwards they wanted us to speak Spanish and we didn't know anything. So we speak Spanglish, okay? So even around Spanish people, I look like a fucking idiot. Even to my Salvadorian family, I'll give you an example. There's a word, they have different words in Mexico than they do in El Salvador, than they do in Puerto Rico, right? Like you can say, like in Puerto Rico, and I'll give you the best example that I had to deal with. To step on in Mexico is pisar. So pisé un cucaracha. I stepped on a roach, right? In El Salvador, that same word, pisar, means to fuck. So if I said, oh no, pisé un cucaracha, my mom would look at me like, why the fuck would you fuck that roach? Be like, I don't know, she looks sexy. What can I say? Exoskeletons are crunchy. Right? Okay, good. Right? So like that's the problem I've had to run into. Those are my challenges, my poor challenges. And then now it's like I don't want to at this point, based on what I've seen in the world, I don't want to identify with white people. I'm a brown lady. What would I want to say to her? 7 minutes. I got it to 7 minutes.